The biggest mistake travelers make about Hong Kong happens before they even arrive. They think they already know this city, a forest of skyscrapers, endless crowds, and flashing neon lights. But that picture is only half the truth. Hidden beyond the skyline is a world of wild monkeys, deserted islands, century-old traditions, mountain peaks, and beaches that look nothing like a global financial capital. By the end of this documentary, you may realize you've never actually known the real Hong Kong at all. The city with the most skyscrapers in the world. Imagine standing in the middle of a city where towering buildings surround you in every direction, stretching so high that they almost disappear into the clouds. Welcome to Hong Kong, a place that has earned the title of the world's skyscraper capital. Many people assume New York City had the most skyscrapers, but that has not been true for years. As of 2026, Hong Kong officially leads the world with more than 560 completed skyscrapers, taller than 150 meters. That is significantly more than New York, and even ahead of nearby Shenzhen, another city famous for its modern skyline. The reason behind this incredible vertical landscape is surprisingly simple. Hong Kong has very little flatland available for development. Nearly 3/4 of its territory is covered by mountains, forests, reservoirs, and protected country parks. Instead of expanding outward, the city had only one realistic option: build upward. Over decades, engineers and architects transformed this challenge into one of the most recognizable skylines on Earth. Today, Hong Kong is home to more than 1,000 buildings that rise above 100 meters. The tallest of them all is the International Commerce Center, standing at approximately 484 meters with 108 floors. It dominates the skyline and serves as a symbol of the city's remarkable engineering achievements. What makes Hong Kong even more fascinating is how these massive towers exist in such close proximity to one another. Millions of residents live, work, shop, and commute within these vertical neighborhoods every single day. In fact, more people live above the 15th floor in Hong Kong than in any other city on the planet, making daily life here unlike almost anywhere else. The shocking green side of Hong Kong. From a distance, Hong Kong looks like a giant wall of concrete, glass, and neon. But the real surprise begins when you leave the crowded streets. Behind the skyscrapers lies a landscape of steep mountains, forests, reservoirs, beaches, wetlands, and rocky coastlines far removed from city life. A common claim says that about 70% of Hong Kong is countryside. That phrase describes land that remains largely undeveloped, but the official figure is more precise. As of 2026, country parks and special conservation areas cover more than 40% of Hong Kong's total land area. Together, these protected zones extend across roughly 44,800 hectares. Hong Kong has 25 country parks and 22 special areas, a remarkable amount of protected nature for such a dense city. The newest addition is Robin's Nest Country Park, established in 2024. Covering about 530 hectares near Shenzhen, it protects mountain habitats, historic sites, and an important ecological corridor. The McLehose Trail also runs for nearly 100 kilometers across the new territories. The wildlife is just as surprising. Hong Kong is home to thousands of plant species, as well as wild boars, barking deer, porcupines, butterflies, rare birds, and macaques. Officials estimate that around 2,000 rhesus macaques live mainly in Kam Shan, Lion Rock, Shing Mun, and nearby protected areas. Seeing monkeys beside a hiking path less than an hour from a major financial district can feel unreal. That contrast makes Hong Kong unusual. In the morning, you can stand beneath towers packed with offices and apartments. By afternoon, you can be hiking above a reservoir, walking through woodland, or looking down at an isolated beach. Hong Kong is not simply a concrete jungle. It is a city where the jungle, mountains, and sea have never disappeared. One of the most densely populated places on Earth. If you think New York, Tokyo, or London feels crowded, Hong Kong takes urban density to an entirely different level. Despite covering more than 1,100 square kilometers of land, only about 1/4 of Hong Kong is developed for housing, business, roads, and other urban uses. The rest is protected countryside, mountains, reservoirs, and open space. That means millions of people are concentrated into a surprisingly small portion of the territory. As of 2026, Hong Kong's population stands at roughly 7.5 million people. Across the entire territory, the average population density is about 6,870 people per square kilometer. However, that number tells only part of the story. In districts such as Mong Kok, Yau Tsim Mong, and parts of Kwun Tong, the actual density is many times higher, creating one of the most compact urban environments anywhere in the world. This extraordinary density has completely changed the way people live. Instead of neighborhoods spreading across wide suburban streets, daily life happens inside towering residential complexes. Many apartment buildings contain dozens of floors, with supermarkets, restaurants, schools, medical clinics, shopping malls, and even parks connected by elevated walkways or underground transit stations. Residents can spend an entire day moving from place to place without ever needing a car. Perhaps the most surprising fact is that Hong Kong rarely feels chaotic despite its enormous population density. Careful urban planning, highly efficient public transportation, and a culture of orderly commuting allow one of the world's busiest cities to function with remarkable precision. It is proof that when space is limited, smart design can transform a crowded city into one of the most efficient urban environments on the planet. The public transportation system that almost never stops. Imagine living in a city where you can travel almost anywhere without owning a car. In Hong Kong, that is not just possible, it is the normal way of life. The city's public transportation network is considered one of the most efficient and reliable anywhere in the world, moving millions of people every single day with remarkable speed and precision. At the center of this system is the Mass Transit Railway, better known as the MTR. As of 2026, the network includes more than 270 kilometers of railway and nearly 100 stations, connecting Hong Kong Island, Kowloon, the New Territories, the airport, and even the border with mainland China. On an average weekday, the MTR carries well over 5 million passenger journeys, making it one of the busiest rapid transit systems on Earth. One reason for its success is punctuality. MTR trains routinely achieve an on-time performance of more than 99.9%. Delays of even a few minutes are considered unusual, and station staff respond quickly whenever service is interrupted. For millions of commuters, checking whether the train will arrive is almost unnecessary because they already know it will. The railway is only one part of a much larger transportation network. Hong Kong also operates thousands of buses, green minibuses, ferries connecting dozens of islands, the historic Peak Tram, and the world-famous double-decker trams that have been running continuously since the early 1900s. Together, these services make it possible to reach nearly every corner of the territory without driving. Perhaps the biggest surprise is that private car ownership remains relatively low compared with many developed cities. Because public transportation is so fast, affordable, and dependable, most residents simply do not need a car. In Hong Kong, the journey itself has become one of the city's greatest engineering achievements. The century-old double-decker trams still running every day. In most cities, vehicles that are more than 100 years old belong in museums. In Hong Kong, they are still part of the daily commute. Rolling through the busy streets of Hong Kong Island, the city's iconic double-decker trams remain one of the oldest continuously operating public transportation systems in the world. The story began in 1904, when the first electric trams started carrying passengers across Hong Kong Island. More than a century later, they continue to follow many of the same streets, passing modern skyscrapers that did not even exist when the system was first built. Few cities have preserved a piece of transportation history so successfully while keeping it useful for everyday life. Today, the Hong Kong Tramways network stretches for about 13 kilometers, connecting Kennedy Town in the west to Shau Kei Wan in the east, with an additional branch serving Happy Valley. The system includes more than 120 tram stops, allowing passengers to hop on and off almost anywhere along the route. Unlike high-speed trains, these trams move at a relaxed pace, giving riders a unique view of the city's vibrant streets. One of the biggest surprises is the price. Even in 2026, a tram ride remains one of the cheapest forms of transportation in Hong Kong. For a small flat fare, passengers can travel the entire length of the route, making it popular with office workers, students, seniors, and visitors alike. Locals affectionately call the trams "ding ding" because of the distinctive double bell that drivers ring to alert pedestrians and traffic. That familiar sound has echoed through Hong Kong's streets for generations and has become one of the city's most recognizable symbols. In a city famous for innovation and futuristic skyscrapers, these historic trams prove that progress does not always mean replacing the past. Sometimes, the oldest ideas remain the most unforgettable part of the journey. A global city made up of more than 260 islands. When most people picture Hong Kong, they imagine a skyline packed with towering skyscrapers. What many do not realize is that the city is actually an archipelago made up of more than 260 islands, each with its own landscape, history, and character. In fact, only a small portion of Hong Kong's population lives outside the mainland peninsula and Hong Kong Island, leaving many of these islands peaceful and surprisingly untouched. The largest island is Lantau Island, covering more than 140 square kilometers. It is nearly twice the size of Hong Kong Island and is home to Hong Kong International Airport, the Tian Tan Buddha, the Ngong Ping cable car, and several country parks filled with hiking trails. Yet despite these famous attractions, large sections of Lantau remain covered by forests and mountains, giving visitors the feeling of being far away from any major city. Another fascinating destination is Chung Chau, a small island where bicycles replace cars in many areas, and narrow streets are lined with seafood restaurants, traditional temples, and family-run shops. During the annual Bun Festival, thousands of visitors gather to watch colorful parades and the famous Bun Tower climbing competition, one of Hong Kong's most unique cultural celebrations. Just a short ferry ride away lies Lama Island, known for its laid-back atmosphere, scenic coastal paths, and fishing villages. Unlike the fast-paced business districts, there are very few private cars here, allowing visitors to experience a quieter side of Hong Kong that feels worlds away from the towering skyline. Some islands are completely uninhabited, serving as important habitats for birds, marine life, and rare plant species. Others hide secluded beaches, sea caves, dramatic cliffs, and crystal-clear waters that surprise travelers expecting only an urban destination. A city where Cantonese, English, and Mandarin meat. Walk through Hong Kong for a few minutes, and you may hear several languages before reaching the next corner. Cantonese dominates conversations in markets, restaurants, taxis, homes, and television. English appears on road signs, government documents, menus, contracts, and railway announcements. Mandarin, known locally as Putonghua, is also common in tourism, education, and communication with mainland China. According to the latest complete data available by 2026, the 2021 population census found that 88.2% of residents aged 5 or older used Cantonese as their usual spoken language. English was the usual language of 4.6%, while Putonghua accounted for 2.3%. Hong Kong's 2026 census is underway, so final results are not yet available. One detail often confuses visitors. Hong Kong's official languages are Chinese and English, but the Chinese spoken in daily life is mainly Cantonese. Traditional Chinese characters are widely used, while English remains visible in government, law, finance, tourism, and business. Public documents are produced in both languages, and transport announcements often use Cantonese, Putonghua, and English. This multilingual environment shapes life. A resident might speak Cantonese with family, read a bilingual email, order lunch from an English and Chinese menu, and hear 3 languages during one train journey. Local slang also mixes Cantonese with English words, creating expressions that sound unusual to outsiders, but natural to residents. Language is more than communication here. It reflects a city shaped by Southern Chinese traditions, global commerce, migration, and cultural exchange. Hong Kong does not simply translate between East and West. It has developed a voice of its own, heard in every neighborhood, office, classroom, movie, and crowded street. A food paradise that never seems to sleep. If there is one thing that truly brings Hong Kong to life, it is food. No matter the hour, somewhere in the city, kitchens are busy, tea is being poured, and tables are filled with people enjoying another meal. For many locals, eating is more than a daily routine. It is one of the most important parts of the city's culture and identity. Hong Kong is home to more than 17,000 licensed restaurants and food establishments, offering one of the highest concentrations of dining options anywhere in the world. From luxurious Michelin-starred restaurants to tiny family-run noodle shops hidden in narrow alleyways, every neighborhood has its own culinary treasures waiting to be discovered. Perhaps the most famous local tradition is dim sum, a style of dining where dozens of small dishes are shared among family and friends. Steamed shrimp dumplings, barbecue pork buns, siu mai, rice noodle rolls, and egg tarts are just a few of the classics served alongside pots of fragrant Chinese tea. The tradition of yum cha, which literally means drink tea, has been part of Hong Kong life for generations and remains especially popular on weekends. Another icon of the city is Hong Kong-style milk tea. Unlike ordinary tea, it is made by blending several varieties of black tea before mixing them with evaporated milk, creating a rich and silky flavor that has become famous around the world. Equally popular are wonton noodles, roasted goose, pineapple buns, egg waffles, and fresh seafood prepared in traditional Cantonese style. One reason Hong Kong's food scene is so diverse is its unique history. Centuries of Cantonese traditions combined with international influences from Britain, Southeast Asia, Japan, and beyond have created a dining culture unlike anywhere else. It is perfectly normal to eat authentic Cantonese breakfast, Japanese sushi for lunch, Italian pasta for dinner, and finish the evening with a local dessert, all within the same neighborhood, where mountains, beaches, and skyscrapers exist. Side by side. Very few places on Earth can offer the experience of standing among towering skyscrapers in the morning and relaxing on a quiet beach before lunchtime. In Hong Kong, that incredible contrast is simply part of everyday life. It is one of the rare global cities where nature and urban development exist side by side, without one completely replacing the other. The reason lies in Hong Kong's unique geography. Much of the territory is mountainous, with protected country parks stretching across the landscape. Instead of flattening hills or expanding endlessly into nature, the city grew vertically while leaving large areas of countryside untouched. As a result, forests, reservoirs, hiking trails, and beaches remain surprisingly close to some of the busiest business districts in Asia. Take Victoria Peak, for example. Rising more than 550 meters above sea level, it offers breathtaking panoramic views of the skyline, Victoria Harbour, and the surrounding islands. Yet only a short journey away, visitors can find themselves hiking through quiet woodland trails where birdsong replaces the sound of traffic. Hong Kong is also home to more than 40 public beaches, many of which have earned international recognition for their clean water and excellent facilities. Popular destinations such as Repulse Bay, Shek O, and Deepwater Bay attract swimmers, surfers, and families, while more remote beaches on Lantau Island can only be reached by hiking or boat, offering a peaceful escape from city life. Outdoor enthusiasts have even more to explore. Hong Kong features 4 major long-distance hiking routes, including the famous Maclehose Trail, Wilson Trail, Hong Kong Trail, and Lantau Trail. Together, they stretch for hundreds of kilometers through mountains, forests, coastlines, and rural villages, proving that this financial powerhouse is also a paradise for hikers. When Hong Kong becomes a city of light. As the sun disappears behind the mountains, Hong Kong begins its second life. Office towers light up one by one. Colorful reflections dance across Victoria Harbour, and one of the world's most recognizable skylines transforms into a dazzling display of light. For many visitors, this is the moment they truly understand why Hong Kong is considered one of the most spectacular cities after dark. The heart of this nighttime transformation is Victoria Harbour, the natural waterway that separates Hong Kong Island from Kowloon. Surrounded by hundreds of illuminated skyscrapers, the harbor creates a breathtaking panorama that has appeared in countless films, television shows, and travel documentaries. Every evening, thousands of people gather along the waterfront simply to watch the city come alive. One of Hong Kong's most famous attractions is a symphony of lights, officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's largest permanent light and sound show on a collection of buildings. Each night, dozens of prominent buildings on both sides of Victoria Harbour synchronize colorful LED lights, laser effects, and music into a spectacular multimedia performance that can be enjoyed free of charge from several viewing locations. The skyline itself is equally impressive. Towering landmarks such as the International Commerce Center, 2 International Finance Center, Bank of China Tower, and Central Plaza create an unforgettable silhouette against the night sky. Their illuminated designs reflect beautifully on the harbor, producing one of the most photographed cityscapes anywhere in the world. But the magic of Hong Kong does not end with its skyscrapers. Neon signs still glow above traditional streets. Night markets remain busy with shoppers searching for local snacks and souvenirs. Ferries continue crossing the harbor, and rooftop restaurants offer panoramic views stretching for miles. The city never feels completely asleep. Instead, it simply changes its rhythm. From record-breaking skyscrapers and ancient tramways to hidden islands, lush mountains, and a skyline that sparkles after sunset, Hong Kong is a city full of surprises. Every corner tells a different story, blending tradition with innovation in remarkable ways. Which fact amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible journeys around the world.